my sister had cut family ties with me, and my sister was really the only person I had in my life. She came back into my life after I escaped from prison. I reached out in an act of desperation to the FBI, and this agent, he took me in under his wing. He gave me references, he gave me advice. That we are not computer geniuses. We're not. What opens up the door for attacks? 90% of every single attack uses a known exploit. Right now, security should be the primary focus of everyone on the planet.
Hi Havadar Live viewers, you are watching a lot of interesting content, insights from very interesting personalities across the world. But now I have very interesting personality. Once upon a time, he was the most wanted person from FBI. He done a lot of crimes, I'm sorry. But now his transformation is amazing now because now he's a big inspiration. Now he is consulting a lot of cybersecurity issues for US government and police department, and also he is doing evangelism to how to secure your digital asset and other asset. Thank you, Mr. Brett, for joining us. It's in a short notice you agreed to accept this. First, I would like to talk about your past.
Sure.
Because the future always comes from the past, right? So we used to see in movies, right? So the most wanted person, the FBI wanted him now. So, but the transformation happened, right? So how that transformation happened? Where you got that like spark?
So, three things. I'd served 7.5 years in federal prison. While there, my sister had cut family ties with me, and my sister was really the only person I had in my life. She came back into my life after I escaped from prison. So after I escaped from prison, she, I guess she felt sorry for me and came back in. And that was the first turnaround, showing love to me. When I got out of prison, I met my second wife, and she was the first healthy relationship that I had. And then finally, I reached out in an act of desperation. I was scared that I was going to commit crime again, and I reached out in an act of desperation to the FBI. And this agent, he took me in under his wing. He gave me references. He gave me advice, and those three things primarily is what helped me.
So can I tell that love has transformed you, and love and people affection has transformed you? Because your sister love has transformed you,
Yes.
affection and relationship, yeah.
Love, healthy relationships, and then the FBI gave me the validity that I needed.
Okay, now why the cyber security is very much important? Because now everyone is talking about digital transformation, especially the data. The data is the new asset, right? It's a big net worth, right? So why it is very important? From the beginning, like a lot of startup people, when they become big, no, they lost a lot of assets. Okay, after they spend a lot of money. What is the prevention methods they have to follow?
So understand that cybersecurity is not difficult. It's not. It's really just going in and doing the things that you need to do. If you look at the threat landscape that's out there, the attackers, the criminals like I used to be, we are not computer geniuses. We're not. What opens up the door for attacks? 90% of every single attack uses a known exploit. It's not zero-day attacks. It's not something we don't know about. It's typically something we do know about, that we've been told about for years, that we're not doing anything about, that opens up those vulnerabilities, those holes in companies or individuals. So it's important to understand that. It's important to understand that, hey, your company has these vulnerabilities. Are you scanning your network for them? Are you pen testing these things? Are you open to the idea of doing things properly? Or is security a second job for you? Is it something that's not primary? Is it secondary? Because right now, security should be the primary focus of everyone on the planet.
Okay, so the another important things from a consumer point of view, for an ordinary citizen. So a lot of fake scams comes, they will reply to that, and their mobile phone get hacked. So how they have to be with lot of awareness.
So
It's a common man question.
in order for me to scam you, either as a company or an individual, I have to develop trust. I have to get you to trust me. So what does it take for you to trust me? Does it take a spoof phone call? When you look at your phone, does it show your financial institution, police department, something like that? Is that all that it takes? Does it take a stolen identity? Does it take a password and login? Figure out what it is that gets you to trust a criminal or anyone, and then design security around it.
Okay. You've been to India. What comes to your mind when I say India?
You know, I've been to Bengaluru, and I absolutely loved it. I truly did. The people are outstanding. I will tell you that when I first got there, it was sensory overload. I I was scared to walk across the street and everything else like that. And about 2 days later, I absolutely fell in love with the place. I was there about 9 days total and fell in love with the place. And when I came home, I was even doing the head bobble.
So why I want to interview or interact with you is in India in general, no, once a person goes to prison and comes out, the kind of identity they have, the kind of struggle, the kind of social acceptance, right? It's not going to be easy. But you have done that. So you have transformed yourself by seeing your chat or interview. A lot of people will get inspired. I would like to invite you to come to India and speak to our people. So it will be a great opportunity for us. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
We as criminals, and I still refer to myself as a criminal because I still have the criminal mindset, I still have the temptations. I just choose not to break the law. But we as criminals are better at communicating and sharing and collaborating than you guys are. Period. You don't want to share information. Agencies do not talk to each other. Companies do not share with other companies in their same vertical about how they've been victimized because of competitive edges. What does that equate to? That equates to someone like me coming in and eating you alive. You want to know what the criminal mindset is? It boils down to willingness. What am I willing or not willing to do? Who am I willing to victimize or who I am not willing to victimize? That's the story at the end of the day. Understand that it's never a single attacker. It's always a group of people that seeks to victimize you or your organization. And that's because there are 3 necessities to committing online crime. You have to gather that data. That's the stolen PII. That's whatever tools that you're using. You have to then commit the crime, and then you finally have to be able to cash that crime out. If you understand that, if you understand how those attacks happen, who's attacking you, why they're attacking you, and what they're looking for, and more than that, if you understand what it takes for you to trust me, because I cannot victimize you as an individual or as an organization if I cannot establish a degree of trust. If you understand that, design security around that.